I was just on a walk with my daughter. We had to come back in the house because it started raining, of course. This is normal for Florida around this time of year. But I want to take a moment to answer this question now. This is a beautiful question. Someone asked, what if sin has a stronghold on you? This is a beautiful question. However, I want to make something perfectly clear, that stronghold of sin is actually a modern interpretation, but it's not actually biblical. Biblically, a stronghold is human reasoning and false arguments that goes against the knowledge of God. We see this in 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 4, where it tells us that we use God's mighty weapons to tear down strongholds of human reasoning and false arguments. Now, here's an example of a stronghold. Here's an example of false arguments and human reasoning that goes against the knowledge of God. If we say that I should continue to sin to continue to see the grace of God, that is human reasoning and false arguments that goes against the knowledge of God. Now, can you be enslaved to sin? Yes, we can, right? John chapter 8 verse 34 tells us that, this is actually Jesus talking. He says, everyone who sins is a slave to sin. Now, when he's saying this, he's talking in the context of living a life of sin, practicing sin, okay? This means that you're under the dominionship of sin. Now, can you be free? Yes, indeed. John chapter 8 verse 32 tells us that when we know the truth will make us free. Now, there is versions that say set you free, but if we look at the actual Greek words, it tells us that the truth will make us free. It won't set us free, it will make us free. Actually, free indeed. It will make us. So how do you get free? Well, spend time with God in the Word. Spend time in prayer. Spend time fasting, consecrating, setting yourself apart from the world, renewing your mind so that you don't become conformed to the ways of the world. This is how you escape from the slavery of sin. You take off the yoke of sin and put on a yoke of Jesus Christ.